obviously just having signed a fresh deal, Joe, you must be looking forward to getting back on the pitch for the first time, knowing that you're going to be here for the next 2.5 seasons. Newcastle Jets' first game on a Friday night this season at home. What sort of a challenge are you envisaging from them?
Yeah, tough one. This season, obviously, I think for where Newcastle are as a club, they're performing well this season, and every game even the games that they've not picked up the maximum points, have been very competitive. And you saw against Brisbane, they played well and probably didn't deserve to lose the game at all. But so yeah, we know it's going to be a tough game, and obviously Robbie Stanton was here and assistant. He's a very good coach, and they'll be organised, and they'll know what they're doing. So it'll be a difficult game, but it's one we have to look at and really attack, and we know we need to win.
It's the last home game for a good few weeks actually. Go on a bit of a trek after that around Australia. So how important is it to make use of that?
Yeah, for sure. Especially, as you say, we'll have some big away games coming up, and any game at home, we need to make this place a fortress, and it hasn't been quite that. We've definitely improved over the last month or five or 6 weeks or so, and we picked up some good home results recently. But every home game we have to target, we need to win, and we need to dominate, and that'll be the goal again on Friday, and hopefully we can put on a show, because I feel like at least the fans they've probably come to watch us, they've probably enjoyed the games, and but we need to make sure that each game's in our favour and not the other way around.
You mentioned Robbie Stanton, who obviously used to coach here at Sydney FC. He knows all about your abilities and skills. Do you envisage that he might have a plan for trying to stop you doing what you do?
Yeah, I imagine he'll he's tactically very good, and he's switched on. And I imagine he'll have ideas of not just myself, but how to stop a lot of the lads that he knows, and it'll be an interesting game. But they also have their own idea and the way he wants to implement for them to play. So we have to be wary of that. And yeah, but it'd be nice to see him. And he's done really well since he's took over, and he's a genuinely great guy. So happy for him. But hopefully he has a miserable Friday night.
And how important is it to get the fans out? The members will be back in the Cove and around the stadium this Friday night. How important is it for them to get behind the club?
Yeah, I mean, it's always great, when there's a big noise behind, and you feel that energy from the crowd. It's always a great atmosphere in the stadium, and yeah, to see people come out and their numbers is always great. And hopefully we're putting in a brand of football that's that's exciting. We still want to win more games, but hopefully they're seeing now that every game we're looking to win and dominate, and yeah, it's something that they can really enjoy.
And given that your future's now settled, does that mean you can focus a lot more on the game and beating teams like Newcastle Jets?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's never easy having stuff off the pitch that you're trying to figure out and sort out and whatever, but I try to keep that to the back of the mind as much as possible. And I'm just obviously happy everything's sorted now, and as you say, can just concentrate on the football, concentrate on the next game that's coming up. And yeah, we need to make sure that we start well on Friday and get off to a good start.
We have been doing that in recent times, and high scoring games have been coming. It's an entertaining product coming to watch Sydney FC, isn't it, at the minute?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a shortage of goals. We'd still probably like less goals in our end and more goals in their end, but I think people can obviously definitely enjoy the games when they come, and they know that whatever happens, we're giving it a real go. But obviously we have high demands, and we want to be better than just being entertaining. We want to win and entertain, and that's the goal now. But we're certainly on the right path, and as you say, I think people that are coming to watch can at least see what we're trying to achieve, and are excited by the way we're playing.
Yeah, how far, I know if he's just brought in that new system, the new style, the pressing game, how far into getting it 100% do you think the squad is?
I think from previous experience, these things do take time. I think such big changes, especially coming in during the season, because not just that, but the intensity of probably the way you want to train and getting that balance right between how fit the lads are in terms of the intensity of training, but make sure people are fresh for the game. It probably takes a build up, and it might not be until next season that you probably see the best of us, and being able to work on things every single day in training and over pre-season, and but obviously we work hard every single day, and but it's always difficult as well, and if you pick up a few injuries and the team changes and things like that, it's hard to continually specifically do things that the in-games need to become habits. There's ways to press and the way we want to play that need to become ingrained in ourselves, and things like that always take time. So there's always going to be errors, there's always going to be mistakes, and especially we have a lot of younger players as well who are still learning the game as well, who are very good players but are still learning the game. So I think for what we've shown so far, it's been very good, and I think it's very exciting for the future as to where it can go.
Yeah, things can only get better, or will only get better. I think that's the message.
Yeah, for sure. And even besides that, I think the 9 games, we've won 5 out of the 9 games that he's been here. So it's not as if we're playing poorly or whatever. And even in some of the games we've lost, it's people would look back and think we didn't deserve it to lose in that specific game or that game. So I think there's a lot of very positive sides, and especially considering it so early on in with the work he's done so far. So I think it'll bode well for the future.